Computer, and we are recording. Hooray! So welcome everybody. The point of this is to do a Super Saturday recap, not for all of us to read our notes aloud. That would be a snore fest, even for people who did not attend a Super Saturday who are watching this after the fact. But for us, just to pull out one or two takeaways that we had, one or two aha moments, one or two things that really spoke to us, but then also share what are you going to do with that? Because as at least my team has heard me say, I made a huge mistake of being an overlearner and an underdoer for a long time. So the point is not to become an encyclopedia and to become a Beachbody Google. That's not the point. The point is to implement the things that we learned. So I'm actually going to start with Audra's. Audra texted me letting me know that she wouldn't be able to join us, but she shared some great stuff. Her takeaways were curiosity marketing. Oh, and Angie, who you all know now, Angie posted a training about that, which I can share that, Jen, with you, and then in our Team Fearless and Focus page as well. She mentioned the win back, lost, no, that's a typo, the win back that Carl mentioned, the calendar of marketing that he showed, here's my plan for October, November, December, the rest of the year. She wants to find the replay of Super Saturday, and I believe the Super Saturday corporate video should be up. If it's not in the online office now, it should be up like within the next couple of days. Being you, if you're a long poster, like if you type a novel with every social media post, then do that. If you're a short caption person, then do that. Don't feel like just because somebody else is doing the opposite that you need to do what they're doing. Yeah. So those were her aha moments, and her takeaway was to plan it out. My biggest aha moment was I love how Shalene said, and again, I won't be surprised if all of ours kind of connect, but the whole you being you, having Shalene say it like this, it's like trying to put on your son's clothes. They're the wrong size, they're the wrong gender, they're the wrong style, like it just doesn't fit. And it's like, wow. That just, I don't know, it just clicked for me. And my thing to apply is to plan out the rest of the year, like Carl had mentioned as well. Jen, I'm going to toss the talking stick to you. Oh, Jen's chewing. Chew, 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 swallow. Okay. And I will shut it.
All right. So, yeah, very similar takeaways for me. I think the thing that I just need to have it drilled into my brain is more of the curiosity marketing, and just keep the conversations like you're speaking to your friends. And one thing that I need to stop doing is, trying to create this really great, well thought out, crafted post that's just, going to be amazing. And then at the end say, if you have questions or if you're in, say I'm in, and blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to say that to my girlfriend. I'm not. So I need to stop doing that, and I need to just talk and just say my words. Michelle and I work together a lot doing power hours, and that's one thing that we always are going back and forth. Okay, help me with my words. And then we say it, and I'm like, duh, okay, that's what I need to post, because I'm talking to Michelle. I'm saying what I want to say to my girlfriend. Why do I need to change that? You don't need to change it. Just say it like you're going to say it to your friend. And don't post in there, if you want more details, comment below. Blah, blah, blah. Don't stop. I got to stop that. So yeah, that's one thing that I really, she just, again, after Summit, just drilled it into my head. And again, the calendar that Carl made, I love that. And I started doing that with my posts. I've got my posts all planned out, and I've got my list of what I want to post about and when my challenge groups are going to be. So yeah, that's something that I want to do, and different ideas that I want to have. So I'm brainstorming like ideas of groups that I want to hold, like how I want to theme them, things like that. So just getting that down. I liken it to my meal planning, because it's so much easier when you just friggin' write it down, right? I mean, just write it down so you can see it and have an idea. My meal plans, and all I have to do for my meal plan is I just have to figure out what's for dinner. What's for dinner? Write it down. Doesn't matter if you follow it to a T. You can sub something else in or out. But exactly like your Beachbody business, just get an idea of what you want to do. Doesn't mean it has to be set in concrete. You can change things around to suit whatever comes up, but just get a plan written out and ready for you. So that all you need to do is look and go, oh yeah, okay. So if this starts this day, then about a week before that or 2 weeks, I need to start posting about, and then you'll have ideas on what to post about. Ta-da! That's, is a light bulb moment for me. Duh. Post about what's coming up. So anyway, those are my takeaways. Just kind of refocus that in my brain. And the clock that Shalene had us write out with the never start and the quit and the perfection failure. I love that analogy. I thought that was really great. So I'm going to share that one with you. I thought that was really good. So anyway, those are my takeaways.
Awesome. Thank you, Jen. Sorry that I had to move around, guys. It's multitasking baking today. Kathy, I'm going to unmute you and see if we can hear you. Test. Oh, we can't hear you now, but I can read your lips when you say that. Kathy, at the end, let's have you type in the chat. Do you see at the bottom where it says chat with a little speech bubble? And you can type in your takeaways and your action steps. And we're not offended if you do that while we talk either, because typing takes longer than talking. All right, so Cindy, you have the talking stick, and let me mute myself.
All right. Well, I had, of course, some of the same things you guys just mentioned, but I did write down kind of you just said them in a little different way. So I wrote that down for future reference. One of them was really interesting because, and this was actually when they had them standing up there and they were doing questions. And I don't remember which one was talking about this, which person, but I don't know, a week or two ago, I printed out in our online office. I was looking for something else and I found this form. I don't remember what it's called now, but it's a Shakeology form. And it has like questions on there like for us to fill out, like what are the benefits, we have gotten from Shakeology, all that. And then, I don't know, it's got some other things. That way you have some quick reference, like when you're talking to somebody about Shakeology. And I thought, what an awesome idea, duh. Like, why didn't I see this before and use it? But see, I printed it out, but I have not filled it out yet. So I haven't taken that step. But when they were talking about what has it done for my life, instead of because before I was kind of trying to like just dump on people about what it is and all that, trying to be the expert. So that's one thing that was really like Rhea brought up in my mind for yesterday, because I have that form printed out. So that's my goals this week, is to get that darn thing filled out and just use that. I don't have to be the expert. So, and then the other thing was from Shalene, about her again, remembering this, is that my goal is to get people to ask me questions. And so that should be like doing the curiosity thing and then ask questions back. So get that question back and forth going. So doing a little bit of my business today, I was able to kind of do that just because that was fresh in my mind, to make sure that I was getting them to ask me some questions, but me asking some questions back when we got that conversation going. So those were my two big highlights I pulled out of yesterday.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Cindy. Would you mind putting that Shakeology resource that you referred to? Would you put that in our team page? And I'm sure Jen would appreciate it if you wouldn't mind personal messaging it to her as well.
I sure will.
Because I've never heard of that. And, you know, we could all spend the next year of our lives 24/7 in the Coach Online office and still not.
Yeah, come across it. Yeah.
And that's not our jobs, guys. It's not our jobs to spend 8 hours in the Coach Online office. That's for sure. But yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. Because I know it's affected you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Olivia, you are up.
Well, on the note of Shakeology, hopefully my first shipment will arrive in the next couple of days. I have to check tracking, but we'll see. I definitely took away, most importantly, the question aspect and the curiosity aspect that you all have mentioned. Because for me, it's I can get people to ask me questions, and some of my normal Facebook posts have elicited curiosity, but I don't always ask people questions in return just in everyday life. So just like the last day, I've made some comments not related to anything Shakeology wise or Beachbody wise or my posts even, but just asking people questions, and then they've commented with responses, so that's a good start. The other thing was that, so let me find it here. When they had the panel up there speaking, and again, I forget who it was. Oh, it was Brad. I think he's the one that said that it's not about you, it's about others. And instead of building a business or doing this for validation, doing it to serve and help others. And so just having that mentioned and reiterated at the event kind of confirmed in my mind that I'm in this for the right reasons, and that this is a company that I want to work for and something I want to be involved with. So I think that was a huge one for me. But of course, the entire event was really informative because, you know, it was being my first real experience with anything Beachbody related. So I loved meeting Shalene and doing the workouts and everything. And of course, the do it messy and fix it later, that's really encouraging because I'm such a type A personality and things have to be perfect for me all the time. So I can't wait to just kind of jump in there and get a little dirty and wash later. So
I love it. I love it. Get a little dirty and wash later. Amen.
Yep.
Amen. Thank you. Oh, Kathy. Kathy has hers. Yay! Can everybody see the chat on the side? I'm going to do a reload. I hope nobody minds that I'm reverting to my elementary school teacher days. It's okay. I think my takeaway was it got messy. Just get it done at the end of the week. After Thursday, I have a big advanced life support course I need to study for. I plan on creating my like page so I can start building it. Cool. Awesome. Cindy's so excited. Cindy, go. Be audible.
Would it be audible? No, that's good. I'm glad you're taking that step to do your like page.
Yeah.
And I think that'll open new doors for you too.
Yeah. And there's all sorts of trainings as I'm sure Cindy has informed you already, Kathy, on JanelleSummers.com.
Yeah, Janelle's got great trainings on doing your like page.
Yeah. Because like pages are different beasts than personal pages.
Yeah, and they keep changing and updating stuff. Like
they do.
It's kind of amazing though, really, the like things you can keep track of with, or what they keep track of for you. You know what I mean? It's just that you don't get on your personal page. So
right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Tanya, let me unmute you and mute us and the floor.
Okay, so the whole meeting was very inspiring, to say the least. I would say that my biggest takeaway was my biggest fear is just talking to people in general and just starting, like just taking that first step. So when I kind of took the same as Olivia, when Brad said, you know, serve others, this isn't about you, it's about serving others. Well, I really like that, because I want to help people with the same struggles that, you know, I have, and then that's an easier way to you know, bond with them and make that communication. And don't let the start stop you. Oh my gosh. Do you know how many times I have stopped and started and tried to, and then stopped? And so that really hit hard with me when Shailene did that clock and said, well, if you wait, to get to that goal weight before you start being a coach, then you're never going to be there. So that was kind of eye-opening also. And yeah, I think everybody loved the do it messy. Just do it messy. Just who cares? Just do it. So I've been dipping my feet in a little bit, with my post. And this morning I posted, a pancake, like a protein pancake recipe. And I put my face in it with me taking a big old bite with a goofy face. And my husband just looked at me and goes, I said, oh yeah, I just did that. Yeah. So now my next step is I just need to start inviting or talking to people or, just communicating with them. And that's, I think, the scariest part for me, but I'm going to, just try to jump in there and see what happens. So the meeting encouraged me and, meeting my new friends and coaches. And that was awesome. And my new daughter, Olivia is my daughter because she's the same age as my son.
That's awesome. I did not know that Olivia was the same age as your son.
Yeah.
Yes. Although, Tanya, you don't look like you're that old, so it's okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right, so I gotta know now, how old are you, Olivia?
26.
Okay.
Yep. And I had my son 10 days after I turned 20.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Young.
What did you say, Cindy?
I said she does look young to have a son that age.
But everybody who works out and takes care of themselves looks young. I mean, seriously. Everybody who comes to the gym in their 70s, I'm like, get out of town. Like,
Right.
yeah, nobody looks their age. That's awesome, guys. Any last minute, I don't know, questions or comments? Sorry that I'm multitasking. I usually never, ever, ever do this on a Zoom. But, brother's birthday, baking.
I have to ask Kathy, I was just listening to my audio recording and it cut off after her story where she was talking about the PIO infomercial. It got like 30 minutes in and then cut off like the last part of it. Do you still have the video that you recorded?
Type it in chat.
Type it, yeah.
Are you saying the recorded PIO infomercial, Jen?
No, I recorded Shalene's speech. I did a voice recording.
Ah.
And I got everything except for right after she talked about the PIO infomercial, it cut off. I'm not sure if it got bumped and got paused or what, but it cut off and then it came back on right after she finished. I was like, so hopefully if Kathy checks and has the video, I'd love to get a copy of that.
Do you see her chat? She said, I haven't listened to it yet. Not sure what I have. I will listen later and send it to you if I have it.
That'd be great. Thank you very much.
And Kathy's daughter's 25. Very nice.
Yay!
I love it. I love it.
I'm 47 and I have a 21-year-old and a 19-year-old. So.
Oh my gosh, you guys! My kids are like not Jen's age, but they're like not Kathy's age, but they're your guys.
My age.
Yeah, my oldest is 36 and my youngest is 34.
See, there's no mode.
Nice.
There's no coach mode. There's no age requirement. Well, you have to be 18.
Yeah. My son waited till he was 18 and he was like not happy about that. But on his 18th birthday, he signed up.
That's right. I forgot that.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, your kids can be part of it. That's for sure. That's for sure. Cindy's daughter is a coach, technically her son-in-law.
Well, she's under his name, yeah.
Right. Mystery coach. Well, this is awesome, guys. I just have to say yet again to everybody, not just the newbies, like, you know, we hear it on the national wake up calls, but it really does make a difference getting to events, being there face to face in person. I don't know about you guys, but not that I don't love our challenge group, I absolutely do. And I have been moved to tears before from what happens in a challenge group. But getting to meet people face to face, getting to hug everybody, getting to take pictures together, getting to hear the same message at the same time, like there's just no substitute for that. So highly, of course, encourage you to get to the next one. We do not know the date of that yet. It'll be in early January. But yeah, I'm excited. And before I came over here and started baking, I was taking notes about action steps, and all I got was Jen's. So, but I'm excited to see people do things messy, because that was echoed from all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Anything anybody wants to add, or questions, or anything?
I don't think so. But I want to find that sheet, because I went in the back office and looked a little bit under the Shakeology training and I didn't see it. So I'd love to find that sheet, Cindy.
Well, Cindy will get that to you.
Yeah, I'll look for it right when we're done here. Hey, this is just a question I had myself earlier, but what's the date Double Time is coming out? Do you guys remember offhand?
Let me look at my notes.
It was in November.
I don't know if they gave a date. They might have.
They just said sometime in November.
November? Okay.
That's literally all my notes say. Double Time - November.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if it was October or November. I wrote it down though.
Are those 30-minute workouts or longer?
I think they're going to be 30 minutes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I told my husband he was going to do it with me anyway.
I tried to convince Wayne last night. I don't think he's going to do it. But my mom, I bet I can get my mom to do it with me.
Oh, that would be fun.
She's always like, you should come over and work out with me in my grandma's basement. And I was like, no.
So good that you're thinking about that already.
Yeah. I think it'll work.
It's so good. Whew. I'm on fire. Anything else? Comments, questions?
Nope. Olivia, do you feel refreshed better today?
Oh, yes. I slept so well last night. So well. Unfortunately, Wayne didn't, so we didn't even go to church this morning. I woke up
you didn't.
Like, no, I'm not going.
Well, good. I'm glad you got rested.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
It's hard to process a bunch of new information when your brain isn't fully functioning. So I feel a lot better about everything, and I think I was able to kind of just sleep and soak in everything that was running through my head last night. So
Yeah.
Did everyone rest well last night?
Yes.
In stereo.
Yeah.
Very good.
Good. All right, friends. Well, I will post this recording in our team page, and of course, Jen, you know I'll share it with you.
Thank you.
It's on YouTube's, and yeah, that's all. National Wake Up Calls tomorrow. It's about talking to people about the business opportunity, which was so funny because Olivia and I had just been texting back and forth about that. But like, how do I talk about these things? It's like, oh, poof.
So now is the wake-up call really just a phone call?
It really is just a phone call as opposed to Team Hardcore call.
Right.
It used to be a call, but it really is a video.
Okay. And about how long do those last?
About 45 minutes.
Okay.
It depends. I always block out an hour. Like I anticipate an hour of time.
Okay.
But it's rarely an hour.
Okay.
It goes for National Wake Up Call too.
Okay.
And if you don't want to dial in on your phone, you don't have to. You can listen to it live on your computer as well. There's like a little live link that you can hear the audio.
Is that the audio cast? Is that what that refers to in the emails?
And you can get playbacks, right? You don't have to do it live.
There's a podcast, so you can listen to the podcast, or you can redial in and listen.
Okay.
I like listening to the podcast.
Yeah, I do the podcast usually because I'm never able to listen to it live on Mondays. So
Yeah. Yep, there's a replay too that all of those phone numbers, Olivia, are in your welcome email from me, one of the attachments.
I got it right here somewhere.
What's nice, I think, about the podcast is because you can, I don't know if you can do that on the phone recording, but you know, on the podcast, you can pause it, you can go back, like if you're taking notes.
Right.
That's why I like the podcast.
You can listen to it at 1.5 speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. All right, guys. We're going to keep sweating in the hot kitchen.
Nice.
You all have a super duper day. Olivia, I will text you back about schedule for our getting started right call.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Sounds good.
Have a good one.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.